Doop, doop. Hey, vape. I say the same thing to my babe every morning. And then I suck on it. You won't be getting the second part of that. What in the fuck is going on? Oh, my mute button's not working again. God, dude, this shit is so fucking random. Insanity. Fucking took me forever to figure out how to change it. Settings. Think it'd be simple like hotkeys. Ah, It didn't work. Alright, let's try that again. Settings. Hotkeys. Microphone. Huh? Huh? No. Okay. Huh? Huh? Okay. Hi, cat. We're having some struggles out here. How is that not fucking working? Ha! I don't know. I give up. There's no fish right now. I'm sorry. Good old mana screw. Classic. Whoa. How did he get through so easily? Oh, he flew. No? I don't. Oh, and gains flying. Yes, he flew. Boom, ba-doom, boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, boom. Mike, why? Maybe I need to... Oh, that's big and spooky. Boom, boom, boom. That's 8. He can buff it just once, right? Yeah, unless he's holding a buff, which he probably is. Damn, he wasn't. I should have gone for it. Regret. Murder. The fuck is going on? Don't understand why my hotkeys aren't working. What was the deal last time? Haha, it's working. I have to just actually delete it. Got it. Is my mic now fucked? Hello? What the fuck? I'm so confused. Ah. Yep, the hotkey's broken again. Oh, is that what it's doing? Maybe it's something there? Do you have magic and mad? I don't even know. I don't even know. I just want to cry a little. If you don't mind, I'm gonna just weep. Hey, Nico. Just restart it. I don't know what that has to do with my microphone settings, but... it won't fucking work. Meh. It did fix it. I don't know, Cat. You're a genius. Way to go. Ding. Alex should be around shortly. Has anything happened in Mech, Cat? Hounds? No, I don't think so. Doesn't sound familiar. Are they dogs? Do they wolf? With shotguns. Love the shotgun. Just out here shotgunning with the boys. Man, I read that as meth cycle and really thought I had it right. Riding on my meth cycle. Okay. Goodbye, friend. Ow, my health. I'll be in there in a sec. This game's about to be over. The usual one. Hey, bud. Hey, pal.
Alright, so you're gonna be like all unenthused and uninterested in Marvel Snap, but I catch you playing a card game.
Yeah, I played Marvel Snap. What are you talking about?
You were unenthused with it.
No, I played it a bunch. You just forget these things.
No, you told me that it was okay, and then you didn't play it very much afterwards.
You missed my phase with it then, I guess. No, I
Oh,
played
did you
it.
play it a lot on
Not
the
a
stream?
lot, but a little bit.
Yeah, Marvel Snap's amazing.
Hmm.
I got too addicted to it. I had to give it up.
I hear you. The games, they can do that to you. I'm going to lose this one, unfortunately. We cry now. What's up, bud?
Ugh,
Ugh, I hear you.
just 2 kids, 2 and under, man.
What are you thinking,
Just,
psycho?
ugh, it's insane here.
Yeah, I got one at 5, and it's, it's tough. Earlier at dinner, it's just was he just comes home exhausted from school and is in an attitude. But anyway, so he's attituding dinner, doesn't want to eat, and like fine, whatever, dude. Finally, we just gave up. It's just whatever. And he goes out and sits on the couch and starts playing around. And like 20 minutes, I kid you not, 20 minutes later, he comes into the kitchen and he's like, And we're like, what? And he opens his mouth and he still has a mouthful of hamburger.
Oh, he never swallowed it.
He did not swallow it because he did not want to eat anymore. So he just held that fucking hamburger in his mouth for
20
like
minutes?
20 minutes.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. He be stubborn.
Oh,
Could you imagine? I can't even imagine. No, I can't. I'm going to answer
what is
for
this?
you. I cannot imagine what 20-minute old mouth meat feels like.
Bro, what is this phase of life? What is this?
And he loves his teacher and he likes his class, which is all good, man. But I kind of despise her. We had conferences yesterday, and like he's just an emotional kid, and like I'm trying to shut it down a little bit, and like she is the complete opposite. She was just like, dude, kids gotta feel their emotions. Like I get what you're saying. I hear you. I do. But also, fuck you because he's not gonna cry every time
No.
yeah,
Yeah.
anything happens. Like it's just not good for him.
There's a difference
Like
between
it's
feeling emotions and leaning into them.
yes, and using them.
Oh, absolutely. They know.
They know.
They know
Yes.
how to
Yes.
manipulate with them. So they're
Yes.
yeah, don't yeah, you obviously don't reject it. Don't say you're bad, you're in the wrong for feeling sad, but like definitely say like you cannot lean into it. You gotta shape up.
You got honesty, man. Is like my big one. I've been trying and trying to push with him, and his honesty, because he will just straight wild left field lie to you and start crying, and it's like things that are impossible, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. That's a tough
Yeah.
kids are
Yeah, yours aren't quite
rude
there
foods
yet,
that
but wait till they start lying right to your fucking face.
no, I'm definitely not there, and that will never happen.
I hope for your sake that will never
absolutely
happen.
never happen. I come from a my house that I grew up in. I was very disciplined, and it was not.
Doesn't mean it
was
won't
not-
happen. You're gonna tell me straight up right here on the internet in front of everyone that you never lied directly to your parents.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay.
That's definitely not what I said. Of course I did.
Right.
But
So it's gonna happen.
But the discipline was intense for it.
Yes.
It was not. It was not a light discipline.
Yes.
It was a heavy hand. So
I am
that was
definitely
a-
the stricter parent, which is hard because he's a step kid as well. So like she's very good about letting me parent my way.
well, yeah, but I mean, if then I would have to start doing the whole decision matrix of, oh, am I gonna lie? Because if it gets found out, then I will be
Right.
in. It'll be so bad.
The funny part
You
is
guys-
like she was bad. She was awful as a child. So it's like
no.
that you did this, you created this. This is your karma incarnate. She was, oh my God, her parents and her were just like, they have a great relationship now, but I don't know how her parents have forgiven her for some of the like just,
Oh God.
I mean, She was talking about stealing her mom's cigarettes, then just going upstairs to her bedroom and smoking them. And like to
In the
me,
bedroom?
in the bedroom, in her parents' home, at like 15, she's like, "Well, my mom smoked, my dad smoked. I figured they'd never know I was smoking up there." And they didn't like come up because she was smoking. They just happened up to come up and catch her. But like the odd dude, the I would come so unbelievably unglued on my kid for not only stealing my cigarettes, but then having the fucking balls to just light one up in the house while I'm awake. Like, you didn't wait till I went to bed, motherfucker? Ass whooping is here.
Yeah, yeah, man. Things that lead to ass whoopings, bro. Those are the things. Those are the things. Like that was the. I mean, I lived in like I grew up in a house that was very much wait till your dad comes home. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh shit. Like I can now enjoy no time between now and then. I'm gonna spend the entire time soiling every pair of pants that I have.
Yeah, my mom couldn't try that threat because like she was also waiting for him to come home, so like it didn't really work.
Oh,
It was usually none of us knew when dad was getting home, so but she would whoop my ass. Not often.
okay.
Not often, no,
As long
no
as
doubt.
someone did.
No, I didn't really have rules, man. And that's the crazy part. Like we both grew up very similar in like, we walked the line and hung out with the wrong crowd and shit like that. But she had a very strict parents and I had no rules, and I just was smart enough to avoid the real dangerous of it, you know?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, you mean like you're like you knew to have like some self governance, not to just get yourself in too much trouble.
right, yeah, and she did, you know? Which
Yeah.
again, she had the parents that were like, I mean, she genuinely thinks like half her teenage years grounded.
See,
Like
I never once got grounded. I never had a grounding.
my mom tried once. It lasted about an hour, and then
My dad didn't believe in it. My dad just said, "You're gonna get an ass whooping," and that's your grounding. I don't believe in grounding. Like you're if you do something wrong, ass
yeah.
whooping.
No, my
And
dad
then
was
after that, once I got out of that age where it was no longer like that's not like you don't really give an ass whooping to a 13-year-old or whatever. But like
right.
he was just it turned into I'll never forget it. He told me one thing, like he goes you're gonna get into situations, you're gonna meet some people, you might be at a party, you might start being convinced to do some dumb things, and I am not gonna be there and to know, and your mom's not gonna be there to know, but just know that in life, if you want to dance, you have to pay the band, and there's always repercussions for your actions. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, damn it, he's really putting it on me now.
Did
Like,
you not really have a party face?
No.
No? Not really.
I mean, I went, but no, but like I didn't. I mean, like sure, maybe like in college, but that's college.
That's
like not.
then
like nothing.
you're at like basically legal at this point.
You're an adult,
right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
an adult at that point. Growing up, I did not like.
No.
I kind of withdrew. I kind of took the opposite. I honestly, the psychology of it was like my dad was just like, listen, you can do all this shit. Go to these parties. You're not gonna have a curfew. Go do whatever the fuck you want. And I was like, but then that's when he said, just know, no matter what, if you want to dance, you have to pay the band. He said that to me, and I'll never forget it, because I've always then after that point, I was just like, I have to now like be my own sort of police, like of my own
Right.
behavior, because like I get it. I get what he was saying.
I guess I didn't have anyone say it to me, but I had enough people in my life show it to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I witnessed it. Like, yeah, y'all
Yeah.
keep ruining your lives with this shit. So, I like I said, I still mingled with that crowd and I still towed that line. I mean, I remember like at least talking about this the other day, at least 2 or 3 parties that got busted, and I was sober. And like everyone's getting arrested and getting MIPs, and everyone's
Except
parents
you.
are getting called, and I'm just like walking around pissing the cops off for just
Yeah.
being in the house sober. Like,
yeah, I mean,
and again, like I'm
that-
towing that line. A couple times, even got yelled at by the, and
yeah, 'cause you're
eventually,
there.
right?
you're not there. You're there.
Right. But my mom couldn't ever, like, when the cops called, my mom said, come get him, but he's sober, so you can take him home. She was always just like, you're an idiot for even being there, but, like, I'm proud of you for not being drunk.
Yeah.
So, you know,
There's
it always.
also like there's also like a
think
certain
you're in
age where. What's that?
I was thanking somebody. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I also feel like there's a certain age that like once you hit like say basically driving age, like once you hit driving age, like as long as you're not driving and doing something dumb, like if you're just going to be at a friend's house like in their basement, like that's a completely different thing. Like that's a level of responsibility. Like if there's dumb stuff happening but it's contained like to a basement versus like driving out in the world, going from place to place to place and people are like drinking in the car or whatever. That's a different level of irresponsibility that I witnessed get parented differently, not from my parents because they never had that issue, kind of like what you're talking about. Like I was also the guy, like when the party got broken up, I'm the sober one.
Right.
But I feel like I'm speaking more now as a parent. Like if I was to be told,
I don't know. I have a really great, I have a distaste for the parents that allowed it.
no, allowing it is not. I'm not talking about allowing it. I'm talking about the egregiousness of the action.
Yes.
Like,
Okay. I hear
like
you.
measure.
Because there was definitely a set of parents that I never respected. Even though I liked the place to party, I never respected and
respect
always found it uncomfortable that they were okay with letting us drink and smoke and do stupid shit in their house and it was always under the guise of like, well, I'm just glad you're not out driving around doing it. Yeah, but we could be like in the woods doing it. We don't got to be here in front of you and you participating. Like we could find other ways
I'm
to
with you.
Right.
Yeah, enabling and allowing.
Yes.
No, I'm not for that. But again, it's more.
And my daughter is so close now. It's terrifying for me and Sierra. Like,
to that phase.
Yeah, she's 12, dude. I mean, yeah, it was my 8th grade middle school dance. The first time I tried weed, like, I mean,
Literally makes me want to throw up.
Ugh.
Makes me want to hurl.
And
the idea that and you'll feel the same way. Like I'm guessing like the idea of having a kid that's out in the world driving just makes me want to actually hurt.
Oh, dude, just the idea that my daughter is out in the world without me, like,
yeah,
sleepovers and everything is terrifying. Every time is anxiety ridden. Like any new parents and like, ugh, Yeah,
dude.
Because there's just too many horror stories and like, yeah, I mean,
I want out.
Right.
I want out. I want my kid to be a responsible 30-year-old. I want him to go from being whatever phase he's in, where it's like cute, like then like right when puberty starts. I want him to go from like 12 to 30 immediately.
And like the one we Sarah and I've been really talking about is like the things we did for our, like, just to hang out with our friends, for these people that we thought mattered so much more than our parents, and like the way we treated our parents just for a fucking hangout with our friends or just to fit in, like, was so disgusting to look back at and not just hate yourself for it.
Sure, it might be disgusting, but it's definitely natural.
I know, but ugh.
Like, it's definitely a part of the human experience of learning, how to get along with your peers and how to, not be an obnoxious asshole and how to not be insecure and how to, you know what I mean? Like how to actually, that's not, like, that stuff doesn't come easy. Like it definitely takes a lot of time to learn.
Knock on wood. Knock on all the wood, because my daughter had a really bad, like, last 6-8 months. I really haven't talked about it as much as I want to because, like, it's hard to sit here and shit on her and on VODs forever, but she did, man, where she was just bad friends that gave her a shitty attitude. They treated each other poorly. She told off a few of her other friends that, like, she didn't want to be friends with them anymore. And, like, we're a small town, a small school. Like, you're gonna see this kid every day for the next 8 years or whatever, 6-7 years. You didn't ever need to come out and tell them you're not going to be their friend anymore. And I think, anyway, the moral of the story is I think in the last like month or so, she has really started to turn around and realize like, I don't want to be like that.
But that, yeah, exactly. Like
Yeah.
that, it's not it's not easy to learn how to interact, with other people at scale like that. I mean, there's hundreds of kids and teachers and
Yeah.
adults around. Like, so it's like, and you don't know yourself at all. So it's just like the whole idea of being like, oh, I want to go hang out with my friends. It's really more about, hey, I got to go work on myself. I got to go learn about. I got to get some independence so that way I know how to operate without the guise of my parents, like with them controlling every aspect of my life.
Right.
And so it's not that I
No, you
hear
didn't.
what you're saying. I just don't look back on it and think that it was necessarily like bad thing. It's definitely like,
Yeah, but we also didn't fucking steal our parents' cigarettes and then smoke them in their own home that they provide for you.
yeah, no, I don't think there was ever, I can't look back on my childhood and think of any one time that I disrespected my parents.
Real? What?
Like,
Oh, I can.
I,
I used to not. My mom worked all the time, and I used to get chores. Specifically, mowing the lawn was a big one, where I would wait until the lawn was so tall that she'd get frustrated and double what she would pay me, and then I would pay my friend to do it. I mean, that's disrespectful as fuck.
that's kind of disrespectful.
And I would,
I was like, well, it's not that disrespectful.
I
It's
would
just
pay
just
him.
being a lazy ass,
No,
but
I
then
would
the
pay
money
him
thing came
half
in.
and keep half.
Yeah.
And one time my mom
Yeah.
came home and saw him mowing, and then from then on, she just paid him to mow, and he just did it because he was grateful for that. He didn't have like,
But that's like, I would say, sure, that's probably categorically disrespectful, but it's definitely like, if you were to measure it on a scale of 1 to 10, more like a 1. Like, that's not a big deal. I mean, it's definitely, I would, like, you can't say it's not. I wouldn't say if that's the worst it got, like,
I'm not.
and
It's
you were,
not, but it's one that I remember
I
doing.
just never, you know, yeah, like you obviously love your parents and your family, but as a kid, it's like, yeah, you wanna make friends, you wanna learn what it's like to have some independence and some
Are you still
autonomy.
tight with your parents?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like I don't, like, I talk to my dad, like my dad and I talk on the phone 2 to 3 times a day.
Oh.
My mom, my mom was over at our house today, seeing
Right.
hanging out with her grandkids. She comes over like usually like twice a week. But I mean, she was over all weekend. We had a little mishap over the weekend, or I shouldn't say mishap. We had a little incident over the weekend where our daughter got croup cough,
Oh.
and she got it at 10 o'clock on Saturday night. So we took her to the ER. We spent 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'm sorry, 11 p.m. to 6 a.m. at the ER. And I mean, you know me, I don't do those hours.
Right.
So it's
Yeah.
like it was extremely hard for a million reasons.
Oh, yeah.
And my father-in-law came over and watched the baby monitor for the boy, and then the next day my mom came over and she was like here being helpful all day while Mel and I like tried to rest. So yeah,
Awesome.
I'm close with my parents
Awesome.
big time.
Yeah. I wish I was closer. My future in-laws have been incredibly sweet and accepting. My mom is around and would be around as much as I'd let her, really, but she can be,
Yeah.
a lot. And yeah, my dad is right there, right next door, but he has chose a different path. So,
I don't know that story.
so my dad got sober when I was like 12. And
I knew that there was
okay.
that. I knew that
And
he had
like
that
we
issue.
got close, and he was sober for, I don't really know. It's comes to find out, not as long as I thought. But now he is uh, s- following his new hobby of alcoholism, and like just
Oh,
doesn't really leave the house, doesn't
Ugh,
answer the phone when I call for days at a time.
that's tough.
Yeah. I sold a car today, and like I just like a little backstory on it because the car was kind of torn apart. It's an old classic car. It was a project that I bought with the impression that him and I were gonna put it back together, and it's been 7 years. And I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna sell it." And like just giving backstory in the listing, I was like, it was a father-son project that we never got to, and got a creepy guy just straight up saying like he'd be my daddy, which like could have been priceless, honestly. Like I got $5,000 for the car, but I could have got a new daddy. So I considered it for sure.
You
Considered
took the
it.
wrong deal.
I took the wrong deal. But yeah, it's been really tough between me and my dad the last couple of years, man. Just I know that you're kind of, I don't know if you talk about it at all, but like business wise, you and your dad are kind of at least associated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So like,
and but I mean, beyond that though, like it's him and I talk because I mean we do completely different things.
Right.
So, but we like when we talk, I mean, it's literally just like we're talking about the grandkids, football, just whatever, just saying what's up. He travels a lot.
well,
So
me and my two brothers run my father's business, and he hasn't come in 7 years, and we pay all the bills, and he
it's
hasn't.
his business.
Yeah, and he hasn't come in 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and
I
like,
know it's his business.
yeah, it's
That's tough, man. I'm
Ugh,
sorry about
it's-
that. That's just a
I like the job, but it's
that's just a losing proposition for everybody.
yeah, and it's sad because like he was supposed to retire and pass it off to my oldest brother, and like he just won't let go of it. But he's also my brother's 40 now. He's worked here 20 years. Like, so I couldn't imagine leaving your kid in a position where he feels trapped. This is all he's ever done, basically, and you refuse to let go and give it to him. But also have him trapped in a way that he has to pay for your entire livelihood. Like, yeah, like the business is on his conjoined property and stuff like that too. So like, we can't just stop paying his bills. It's literally also our company. So it's a whole fun
Yeah, I mean
family
that's
affair.
very entangled. It's
Yeah.
a very all gray, no black and white
No.
problem.
And I like, yeah, because like and you know me, I'm an overthinker who spends way too long trying to figure it out. I mean, I get the old age is a struggle for everyone. I get the not wanting to be an old retired man who doesn't have anything, but I don't get leaving your kids in that position. Crazy.
I mean, without a doubt. I mean, it doesn't have to even be justified. It's
I'm always trying to the bad part about me is I'm always trying to justify his actions, and like
but it's
I'll give
7
myself
layers of
that.
wrong.
All right.
So I mean, it doesn't matter how deep you slice.
Right.
I mean, it's just every layer you find is going to be wrong.
Yeah. Every time I
However,
try to lie to myself that it's fine.
what I was talking about was more of the like the gray. It's all gray. It's not a black and white like organizationally or even legally. It's like a very gray problem because of all of the ownership.
Yeah.
It's like how it's all organized is complete. It's so entangled. It sounds like such an entangled mess.
That's what it is becoming, and like that could be a good thing. It could be an okay, or not necessarily a good thing, but an okay thing if we were entangled together with all of us working hard to better ourselves and each other, right?
For each other,
Right.
working for each other.
Yes. But unfortunately, when you have the problem with that entanglement, as soon as you have one person who decides they no longer want to participate,
You lose the trust.
and then the whole web is fucking struggling, like, I mean,
Because it's all built on trust. I mean,
Right.
like everything in life. If a family business, and I mean, literally, if family business is literally built, it's built on it. It is 100% built on trust.
yeah.
And if you don't have it, then it is absolutely as bad or worse as it could be good. Because it can be great. It can be great. And if it's not, it goes the other way. Because it's family. I mean, because it's family.
Because it's family.
So
yeah.
you can't just be like, oh, that's another job. see ya, 2 weeks notice, I'm out. I'm gonna go look for something else. Like,
Oh,
that
I
doesn't work
have
out.
many times. I've quit this motherfucker like 14 times.
Yeah,
I'll.
but then you're back, so it's not you can't,
I
bro.
know.
It's just
10 years
it's
later,
not
they
how it
brought me
works.
back in. My brother needed help this year, and we had like this weird, Sorry, chat. We'll play a game in a second, but we had like this terribly weird, I guess, COVID shrink, post-COVID shrink. Like COVID was insanely good for us, and then now we're trying to like,
Post COVID.
yeah. So now we're like trying to figure out how to downsize back to normal. You
That
know,
makes sense.
it's been a tough, the rapid expansion of it, and then like now we need to figure out how to settle back down, and we didn't want to let
Contract
people go. Yeah,
responsibly.
contract responsibly, and didn't want to let people go, and don't want to understock and blah 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 blah. Just rebalancing inventory, and
That's
we have like,
interesting. COVID was great for you guys.
oh my god, insane. Yeah, like we went from like
I guess just because people had this found time.
found time online shopping was up dramatic. Like we're e-commerce,
Yeah.
solely. And yeah, because it's a hobby, an outdoor hobby. Also I would say, a COVID opposing hobby. There are many, many Harley riders who didn't
yeah.
care or
The culture of it.
right, the culture of it.
Like if you're gonna dimensionalize it politically, there was the two groups. So,
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't know how else to put it. Besides, like, yeah, we got a lot of
I mean-
customers who were still like, "Fuck yeah, bike nights are hopping right now," and it's like,
Well, I mean,
know.
Look, I live 2.5 hours from the Lake of the Ozarks in Missouri. I don't know if you know
Oh,
about,
yeah.
you know what that is.
Yeah.
But I live 2.5 hours away from there, and it's like my in-laws like they have a place there, and it's like where they go to all the time,
Right.
and they love to spend their weekends there, and the lake is like the culture. The people
Yeah.
there are exactly what you're describing.
Yeah.
Like that May. You remember May of 2020? Like,
Oh, and I was living on a
COVID?
lake, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, everyone showed up early and everyone partied hard, and yes.
May of 2020.
Yes.
There was national news because people at the Lake of the Ozarks were
Yes, I
partying like
remember.
COVID wasn't even a thing. There
Yeah.
was no masks. There was no.
Yeah,
Everyone
when-
was just like, no, COVID doesn't exist. We'd go there. I remember I went there in might have been May or early June. I went there, and I had my mask on. And I was like, they would look at me like I was a pariah. Like they were like,
And this was during
like
like completely unknown. I
Oh,
mean, it's
May,
easy for us
dude.
to look back and hindsight it and be like, whatever. At this point, everyone's
whatever
abandoned all
opinions I
hope
have
on.
it now, that's
Right.
not the opinions I mean, there was virtually the only opinion you could safely have in May of 2020 was
Better safe than
something's
sorry.
not-
In my
yeah,
opinion.
exactly. Better safe than sorry because something's going on. Might as well just wear this mask.
Right.
And so I remember I wore a mask into a gas station and everyone looked at me like, get the hell out of this. Get the hell out of this town. What are you?
So yeah, we had like a 600% growth, which from a business standpoint is
Yeah,
overwhelming
it's
in its
hard.
own
That's
in its
hard.
own way, and
That's
then
hard.
to
It's
shrink
great
back to
things.
normal, has been wildly
That is
difficult.
great.
But we're almost there, And then we have the fluctuating business as well, with sales practically die for 3 months out of the year.
And what is it Q2 that you guys are selling a lot? Like April, May, June?
No, we start probably February, I would say, is when we really start to uptick.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
earlier
like,
than
yeah,
April,
from January's sales to today's sales, we're probably up like 60%.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. But those few months there, where people are just putting it away. Everybody's always looking for an excuse to drag it out early. You know what I mean? But when it comes to putting it away, they don't keep dragging it out. Once they're over it at that point. So again, the lake life, like everyone will drag their boat out super early, but not many people will leave it out and keep praying for those warm weekends in
Yeah.
October and shit like that. So same goes with the bikers. But
That's interesting.
yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah. Well, every time I talk to you,
The
and every time I FaceTime you when you're like working and you're like at the shop, you seem like you're having a great time there, hanging with family and
yeah,
working.
it's my
Like,
half brother and I run the actual fort. My oldest brother does like all the support from California. He's all the big important stuff he does. We just actually hold down the fort and
that's interesting. It's interesting when you have clientele that's that way. That's you know, as what you're describing.
well, the
It's
Harley
really like,
clientele is my favorite in the world, genuinely, because I'm the kind of guy who can bullshit and pretend to be friends with anybody. And Harley really
yeah,
has,
chameleon.
yeah, I can chameleon easily. Um, and Harley really has just the widest. I mean, it is a dude with a fucking Nazi tattoo on his throat, followed by a dude in a Porsche,
Yeah.
who's a doctor. It is the wildest clientele, and it's every other guy is different. Sometimes they're in there at the same time shooting the shit and talking about each other's bikes, and one guy will be riding like a $1,500 Harley, and another guy will be riding like a $50,000 Harley, and somehow over this stupid ass hobby they get along,
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say, do you find that most of the culture is like just simpatico? People are just like, just into it, and they're all into it, and it doesn't really matter. Like what you just described, like a doctor with a ton of cash.
At its face,
That could very well be someone that voted for a Democrat versus like what
yes,
you described.
until they spend too long together. I have found that you can't let them mingle too much.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then it,
because then
yeah,
opinions
people
actually
start
start to
getting
come
too
out.
comfortable.
Right. When it's
People
just
start-
at face value of my Harley brother, everything's fine. And then they like stop talking about their motorcycles and start talking about life, and all of a sudden it's, one dude, and
Yeah.
one dude's gonna throw hands while the other one has no interest in doing that. We better play a game.
Yeah. It's just so funny. Just like how political. I'm not a political person.
Yeah, I was gonna
I'm
say
just
you and I have like never really
never, 'cause I
even
don't.
dabbled, which is smart.
I've never talked to you about politics. I don't talk to anybody really about politics. I'm a politically aware person. I know everything that's going on, but I have my position is I'm very, very like apolitical. I ultimately think that doesn't matter what party someone is. Like they're just out for themselves, and there's too many people that are just lying to everybody on everywhere. So it's just like I think it's all bullshit.
That's pretty
And I think
much the stance that I was screaming for. I don't do it anymore. I used to talk a lot about it on here, but like it's just echo. I don't know. It's not even echo chamber. More like just yelling into a fucking abyss at this point. About I feel the same way. Like the issues that people want to discuss are mostly irrelevant, and the real problems are not that interesting.
the real problem is that and I can just speak for the U.S., but the real problem is that the electorate has been brainwashed into thinking that there's a red team and a blue team, and you have to defend. You have to pick one and then defend which team you're on, and then no matter what, always be happy when the other one is upset, wrong. Like you have to attack. Like that is the problem.
The hostility of everything, though. It's not just politics, man. I think gaming has gotten it
Yeah,
has
you're right about
gotten
that.
worse. Like, sure, we talk shit when we were kids, but like the level of hostility and a true offense that they're after is
What do you
higher.
mean?
Like, I feel like people are genuinely trying to hurt people
You mean with
more.
their words?
Yeah, their words and actions than we were. And I don't know. I think it's more interesting for people, man. I see it all day, every day. It's just
Well,
like
listen, hold on. You're talking about when we were kids, like being on like Halo 2
Right.
and like COD lobbies
Yeah.
and shit like that.
yeah,
There was no at that stage of life. There's a big difference because then it was definitely just like you're in the hallway of your high school, and it was just like, you know what I mean, just like a survival of the fittest or a Lord of the Flies type of shit. Like just people were just saying whatever.
Yeah.
And but you said it and it went away. Now it's everything is content. Everything is about, making, doing something and posting it somewhere. So it's like when people are doing shit, it's being recorded and being posted, and like there are people that are doing certain things for engagement. And yeah, you're right. Like it may not necessarily be the intent to hurt, but it's not the same as it was when we were a kid.
Right.
Way different.
It feels different. I mean, there's a lot that's the same. Don't get me wrong. I laugh all the time at my daughter who thinks that they're unique, and that they're not acting almost identical to the way we were. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it seems to escalate so much further than it ever.
It's just general hostility
Yeah.
of people towards one another. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that to me that's the problem that I observe. I mean, it's political, but also it's in other things. Like it's a real like the science folk versus the religion folk. You know what I mean? Like it's there too. Like it's like yeah, it's in the it can definitely be in the world of gaming in the sense that like I don't know, like if a game comes out and it's like half baked, people are then just like really mean.
Oh, anytime it's even close to a copy or a clone or whatever, it is
Yeah.
disgustingly. I have, like, it's been an issue on Twitch for years and years and years, but like this idea that you can't even insult a feature of a game you don't appreciate without chat immediately attacking you as if you're, I don't know, making fun of one of their children or something like that. Like, I don't know where it became that we can't be negative at all without it being malicious,
Well, but yeah, then that just it's a whole divide. It's a whole team divide thing. It's just people that are out there that are just, and it's also it's all driven because of social media. It's all because it's just enabled this conversation at scale that humans just never were having before.
Shouldn't
Like,
be having, can't handle,
Yeah,
genuinely can't
like
handle.
like when my grandpa was sitting in in his family room and watching the news, he wasn't able to talk to hundreds of thousands of other grandpas
Right.
about how they all felt about it. Like he just he just screamed.
Or
and his
worse,
kids are like, man,
or
this
worse,
guy's nuts.
cherry pick opinions of 100,000 grandpas until he finds the one that he wants to align the most with. Like the amount of opinions a person can be influenced by now is insanity compared to what we had available to us. Like,
well, that's like Bill Burr. Bill Burr says, I hate the internet because or I hate statistics in the internet because I can be in a conversation with anybody and they could just be like, they just scream back at me and they go to imright.com
right.
and they just find any number or any opinion to back their position up. And it's just like, all right, what are we doing here? Like, you're just go to the internet and just basically go find one tweet, and then you're like, oh yeah, this guy agrees with me, so I'm right.
Yeah, nothing feels worse than like getting to the point that I say so many things that I feel like I heard my grandpa and dad saying shit about like just the world.
Oh no, but I like that.
Do you? You like getting there?
I like some of that.
I was gonna say before the business conversation ended, like the one that is killing me, man, is, and this isn't just my business, but also my fiance has been going through a few different owners of restaurants and different restaurants, and like, Jesus Christ, the amount of hands in everything we do now and the amount of people getting paid to simply have one transaction now is so unbelievably disgusting. Like the reason everything is
POS?
Oh my God, yeah. Like with her situation, for example, the POS systems, then they have so many other silly, goofy uniforms and ordering and all these fucking outrageous fees that get added into, like, that's why everything is so goddamn expensive. Amazon isn't cheap, y'all. It's not. There's nothing on Amazon that's cheaper than you could buy from a local place. Unfortunately, that's never going to be seen. Delivery's expensive. Delivery and fees. I mean, e-commerce fees are outrageous. I mean, like, I don't know what you're using to host or if you've gotten into completely hosting your own and you're not paying. But like Amazon's charging me like 15% on the low end, like,
Amazon is no, I mean, I there's no, I have to hold some of my language back.
Right. But like, I
Because
mean,
of what they'll do to you. They'll
even
bend
just
you over, bro.
yeah, right. Even just like
No,
Shopify and
Amazon's
shit.
terrible. There's no more. I mean, the Amazon from a vendor perspective or from a supplier perspective is terrible.
Yeah, and like someone might try to say, use Amazon to price match. Please come Amazon price match at my shop because I will make a fortune. Because like I'm out here blowing people away with like if you can finally communicate to them like listen, call me. But like if I sell something on Amazon or eBay, I'm paying fucking eBay, my credit card processor, I'm paying
Yeah.
fucking shipping, I'm paying the people I bought it from, I'm paying an employee to pack it. Like it is outrageous the fees that go into fucking a single sale on anything. And like you said,
Yeah.
even food now with these POS systems like Toast and shit that they get a percentage of every single order that goes through that goddamn
Toast.
little tablet they're holding.
Toast, man.
But it's convenient for the restaurant, so they don't got
It
to
is,
figure
and
it
it
all out on
also
their own.
I can only imagine from a restaurant perspective that Toast enables a, a non-zero increase in order ahead activity. It has to be.
Right.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? Like they have to create sales where there weren't going to be sales. Like I have to believe that about Toast.
You're
When they
probably
rebranded the
not
logo-
wrong. However, for me personally, anytime a waitress has a tablet in her hand, I do not enjoy my dinner as much as when they don't.
Whoa. What are you talking about?
The entire ordering,
waitress?
yeah, the entire process of ordering via a computer screen is painstakingly more difficult and slow and less personal.
Meaning, hold on. If a waitress comes to your table
Yeah.
and takes your order with a pen and paper,
Yeah.
your burger is juicier.
No, not my food isn't better, but my interaction ordering it and with the waitress is easier and simpler. Because when I see a waitress struggling to figure out how to remove my tomato, I'm like, whatever, don't worry about it. Because I can see you're having a hard fucking time. And this is uncomfortable for both of us. So, like, just leave the goddamn tomato on it.
You know what's funny? I'm gonna take this as kind of a weird tangent, but I heard two things. I got served like on I don't know Instagram or YouTube or something like that. Two different like vertical short form content over the past week. One of them was Jerry Seinfeld talking about how he wrote every single Seinfeld episode with pen and paper on a legal pad, every
Right.
single one. And he was like, I just hate computers. He's like, I hate the keyboard. There's just something about it. It doesn't feel like I'm gonna get it right. Like I'm not gonna be able to think, and I'm not gonna be able to do it. And then the other one was George Lucas talking about when he started writing the prequels in 1994. He got this video of George Lucas being like, all right, now it's time for me to write these new movies. And he goes, I don't use anything. I don't use a computer. I don't use anything. All I have is this pen and this legal pad. And I'm like, man, Seinfeld, the greatest television show ever. Star Wars, arguably the most successful movie franchise ever. Both of them just coming from this legal pad. So maybe you're honest. Maybe the burger is juicier if the.
I definitely don't have to pick my own tomato off. And like someone fellow said, the ordering from your own tablet, I understand why someone would want to do that. I get how that can be convenient. I get getting your own order right. Yeah, I do. But yeah, the experience for me is, but I'm marrying a waitress, so what do I know? I'm glad she had a pen and paper and not a tablet.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Pen and paper.
Even my own
I
customers, though, even my own customers, if you come in and pay me with cash, I enter your receipt in after you leave. I don't make you stand there and wait for me to do all my bullshit computer work to process your order. I just let you out the door. Now, if you give me a credit card, yeah, I do, because I got to go through the hoops of fucking with your credit card. But it's like, I don't know. I try to make it more convenient to my customers when they're acting like they're trying to have a quick, simple transaction of cash for parts, as it once was.
Yeah, see, the as it once was. So
That's the dad moment
thing.
right there.
That's the thing where you're talking about where it's like
At some point, the e-commerce stuff, though, my point was at some point this e-commerce stuff, and even I think waitressing and all this, at some point it has to roll back, man. We cannot continue to give away
all this margin.
all of our margin. insanity, dude. I'm like literally 25% on most things that I sell online that I give away.
Well, I would say it's not. I don't think it has to roll back. I mean, I get what you're saying. You're saying it more like colloquially. I'm more.
I think,
I'm,
like for everyone though, like again, if I can roll back my margin, I can give my customers a better price. I think it's
yeah,
beneficial for everyone, but
but that's just while the human part of the consumer would like obviously empathize with that, and understand it, the just dollars and cents measuring the value part of the consumer's brain doesn't ever really enter that into the decision matrix.
I
It's
don't
just
even
kinda
think it's
like,
that. I don't think it's that at all. I think it's genuinely just we have been bamboozled by the idea of convenience.
it's not an idea. It's a
Eh,
real thing.
sure, it's a real thing at scale,
Yeah.
but that's the problem. You can't immediately be scale. You can't immediately be at a
But
scale,
you're
at a
talking about it
size,
from
and
the
a.
vendor you're talking about it from the supplier
No, I'm
perspective.
talking. I'm retail.
No, that's you. Like this. So the supplies. All right. You're talking about it from the firm side, not the consumer side. You're talking about it
Yeah,
from the
but the
company side.
consumer, at least me
The
as a
seller.
consumer, all I care about is the best deal I can get.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. That's all that drives the market. That's it.
Right, but if we can't give good deals because we can't keep our margins to ourselves.
But the deal is not just the money.
It's, for
It's
some
also the
people, it is
opportunity
convenience.
cost
For
of your
some people,
time,
it is convenience.
which is convenience.
I hear
It
you.
all goes into it. And
No,
customer
no, it
service,
does
like you
all
were
go
talking
into
about
it.
earlier with the tomato, bro. Customer service goes into it too.
No,
Like some
I
people
think it
do
still
value
matters.
extreme.
I'm lucky enough to work in a business where the average age of my customer is 61. So, like,
Customer service actually matters more. You can argue that customer service matters more now than it ever has, because there are more boutique e-commerce businesses like Madrina's, like you guys. There are more boutique e-commerce businesses than there have ever been,
yeah,
and to set yourself apart, so that way you're not just a commodity. You're not just moving commodities around.
right.
To help set yourself apart, customer service can help customer retention probably now more than ever. Like if you sent okay, I won't localize it to you and me. I'll talk about my wife ordered a box of cookies from this company, and I won't say who it is, but she ordered a box of cookies from this company, and all they do is just like these like homemade cookies, and like it's just like a mom and her daughter that make these things, and like they're doing a decent business, but there's no way this isn't like Big Cookie. I mean, you're talking about like they're probably doing a couple $100,000 in sales, maybe $1 million, something like that. So it's like when they sent the cookies, there's like a whole note on the inside, you know what I mean? And like they're talking about like, hey, like here's the cookies that we have coming up, like that we're gonna be batching, and like for my wife in that moment to read that and just be like, hey, that's pretty cool, and then like she reads that and says, so she got on the website. She's like, oh yeah, I do see these cookies are coming up. So she ordered a few more. Like, it's just like,
And I hope to God that the woman who took the time to write that fucking note just got to make her money, man. But I guarantee you somebody got way more of it than she did.
Well, that would be that would be DHL or FedEx or UPS
Or I mean, really, when you're talking about, manufacturing a product, but I mean, the profit at the end isn't that much, like. And then when you're giving away that woman's probably using Shopify. That woman's probably using fucking Shopify.
Yeah, I don't know if you recall.
I do. Oh, shipping is outrageous right now, dude. The attempted, I don't know, it feels like there is a full-on, like, intentionally nuke the post office from the inside right now that's going on. It's insanity. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. Like,
why? Because they're all backed up?
Yeah, I'm getting like getting creepy deep in the postal Reddit right now lately.
No, we've had this, like I've observed this issue, like where, and in fact, I ordered something, I don't know, January, February, and I didn't get it for like 6 weeks.
Yeah. And like, dude, there's no worse company for gaslighting you than the post office. They just straight up make shit up and tell you you're wrong. Like, I fucking shipped a package and it said 5 to 6 days to Hawaii. I'm like, all right, ship. And I call the post office because it's been like fucking 48, right? And they're like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's Hawaii. It can take 5 to 6 weeks. I'm like, no, it says 5 to 6 days. They're like, no. No, that's incorrect. It's
No, that
it's
actually says
56,000 days. And I'm like, ugh. But no, I got this guy at Indie who like has been sending me pictures of their lost and found basically. And dude, it looks like some shit out of Harry Potter. Remember that room he walked in where all the balls fell down around him and shit? It looks like fucking that. It's just floor to ceiling and further than the human eye can see of packages that are lost.
Oh God.
It's insane. I have
That's
like
like being inside the
fucking,
bag.
I have like
That's like being inside
14
the bag of
packages
Gemini.
that just don't exist right now. They've just disappeared into the ether. And like you do one thing. That's your entire fucking business, man.
Yeah. You really have to have a good
It-
grasp of your organizational culture if you want to.
It genuinely feels self-destructive, like that they are just trying to privatize it and be done with it. Which I would not be surprised. Are you ever gonna get on this game? Oh, there you are.
I've been on this game the whole
No,
time.
no.
Thank you
Chat
for
seen
letting
me check at least once.
Thank you guys for letting me come and hang tonight and play this awesome game.
This
Love
awesome game
that.
called fucking Life, bro.
Yeah. Guys, Dick's discount code is 40% off at madrinas.com.
You
I
get
know
good
we're talking
margins,
about
bro? Come on, tell them you get decent margins.
Yeah, now that we don't sell cans, hell yeah.
Good.
We can be here. We can be around for a while.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah. But guys, go check it out, madrinas.com. Discount code HAMMER.
Capitalism lore session.
Love this deep capitalism lore session. Bro, there's a lot of people that hate on capitalism that say it's a failure. And I just always feel like I'm defending capitalism.
Yeah,
I
which
always
is
feel like I'm defending it.
it's a bad place to be.
What is capitalism?
Defending it.
Mm,
I like listen, bro. I get where you're coming from as somebody who's my family business is 21 years old this year. And it's pretty sweet and it's given us a life that none of us could have imagined, right? But like there were other systems that we could have got there too.
You mean as a society?
Yeah. And I really am frustrated by, like I said, the where it's progressed to is ugh.
I would.
Because really, the issue I'm talking about with all the hands in our pockets is those are the billion-dollar companies. Those are the true capitalism. Like what you and I.
Street, Vanguard, and BlackRock.
Right. What are these hounds? It's not. Yeah. Like I mean. Yeah, those are the ones who are actually really, truly participating in capitalism, and we're just giving them money.
I mean, what's the alternative?
I know. I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I'm not a
that's why
founding
that's why I
father,
don't
bro.
hate on
I'm not a
capitalism.
founding father.
What I talk about with capitalism is it's the only one that recognizes human nature for what it is. The only one.
Unfortunately am becoming a bit pessimistic. I've always been an optimistic dude, but I'm becoming a bit pessimistic, and I don't believe that there was one solution that was gonna avoid all selfish greed.
No, there's not, because that is human nature. So it's not capitalism that breeds greed.
That's not even necessarily human nature. It's just nature, dude. Like fucking there's plenty of animals that are greedy.
Yeah. Exactly. So it's just like it's not that capitalism creates that. You know?
Dude,
That's
AI is
already
still
there.
so stupid. I played with AI for the first time today. That's what kind of an old man I am, right?
Bro, I'm gonna get wrecked.
That's what kind of old man I still am. First time AI user today, and it was the most frustrating experience. Like, it's got like 10 seconds of cool, and then like an hour of just fucking screaming at it. Like, no, you stupid fucking robot. What are you even doing?
Wait, what AI were you using?
All of them. Literally, like, my brother's like, dude, they're gonna like fucking freak out realizing you're taking what I was taking like the file I was trying to create from one AI once it would get frustrated with me, and I'd switch it over to another one and be like, "You do it now. Maybe you could figure out what I want." But none of them got it right.
Ridiculous.
Every
Oh,
single one of them, all at once. Yes, Kelly, that was exactly what I was doing because none of them understood me. For some reason, there's not an AI on Earth that can shrink the fucking columns of a spreadsheet. Let me tell you, they all crash every time you're like, decrease the width of the columns in the spreadsheet. Crash. Every one of them. I don't get it. I don't know why that's such a complicated fucking task. It generates all kinds of dumbass fake raccoons and shit. I tricked one into showing me titty on accident the other day.
Showing you what?
Titty.
What's that?
It's like a boob and a nipple. Titty.
Oh, just one? Just one?
Well, so I had an AI tell me, it was actually my brother, tell him that it wouldn't do nude images. Like, we don't do that, sir. Basically, it said to him.
Yeah.
And then, like, through a series of prompts of being like, just make it a little more, make it a little hotter, make it a little hotter. Eventually, the tits came out, and I was like, tricked you, you dumb robot. Them's titties. You broke your own programming.
Yeah, see, you just said titties. Like I would have known what you were talking about if you said that, but you said titty, like one.
Oh, did I? Well, yeah, it was just one titty. It wasn't a pair. It wasn't breasts. Singular.
Just one.
Yeah, she only had one out. I was being accurate to the situation. God, I couldn't imagine though. That shit's terrifying. As it for my kids as well. Like, Lord have mercy.
I
But
hope I do good.
AI's still pretty dumb though. A lot of our, we have this weird thing going on right now. Speaking of business, we have this weird thing going on where people are, I don't know. There's all these people who have like an okay amount of money that are trying to create these business conglomerates, and they're all really. There's a dude who owns, like, he's bought, in the last 3 years, he's bought, like, 2 convenience stores and 3 or 4 restaurants. And he has it all under this one flagship name and trying to cross-train all his employees to work at all of them and, like, trying to make it this weird, I don't really get it. But he uses way too much AI and it's super obvious. And, like, he doesn't have enough time to check them. There's always 3-legged tables and one-legged human beings and things in all his AI images, and I'm like,
Oh man.
this is awful looking. Why are you doing this? Please stop. But we have a lot of that going on right now because shit's kind of cheap here. Everything's still in an unknown state, so like a bunch of people buying up all these small mom and pop businesses and trying to make their own little mini corporations. This dude specifically is a riot because he's obsessed with Chick-fil-A. Like, he literally goes on to the Chick-fil-A LinkedIn and hires former Chick-fil-A employees. He's obsessed. He thinks they're the greatest company in the world. He just interviewed my fiance and like basically,
weird.
yeah, and he like basically cornered her into saying she loves Chick-fil-A or she felt like she might not get the job.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like to that, like he was like, so I'm gonna name off 3 fast food places, and like he names off like McDonald's, Burger King, Chick-fil-A, and he's like, which one of those do you think does it just a little better? And she's like, I'm not really a big fast food person at all. And he just like keeps pushing her to towards Chick-fil-A.
This is weird.
Which
This
is
super weird.
yes.
I'm creeped out
Yes.
just listening to this.
Yes. Very.
Why?
He's just obsessed and like.
And what? So he's just like buying local businesses and
Yes.
And then
Close them
trying
all
to
on
find
Sundays. Even though he's getting nothing but uproar over it. And
they just morph it into a Chick-fil-A?
literally like paid to move a guy who managed a Chick-fil-A a couple states away to come manage one of his restaurants. He's full
strange.
Chick-fil-locked. Yeah, I don't know. It's
That's strange and
insane.
Weird.
Insane.
Incredibly strange and weird.
Mm-hmm. I've been fighting with my local post office a lot, and the postmaster there always ends every single conversation with "Have a blessed day."
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. I think it's sweet, and he says it very adorable. He's this tiny little skinny fella. He's just cute. But the last like 6 times I've talked to him, he hasn't said "Have a blessed day" to me, and like I've been feeling a bit, upset. And today I asked one of the drivers, I was like, did he like get told he's not allowed to say that or anything anymore? Because like it's been like 3 years of him saying "Have a blessed day," and he just shook his head and it's like, dude, he's mad at you. He would definitely always say "Have a blessed day" unless he's mad at you. And I'm like, oh no.
That's funny.
Poor USPS. I'm not blaming them. Not my local people, anyway. I am blaming the company. The government service, sorry. What do these guys even do? Fire extinguishers, clear fire and acid. What? Have a blessed day, chat. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. I wasn't focused at the beginning.
Yeah, I'm
So I'm just kind of clicking.
I'm doing pretty poor, to be honest.
We should step it up.
All right. I'm down.
I'm gonna need a round or two.
Oh, I'm gonna do something dumb. Everybody have fun.
Could go for some Chick-fil-A. I'm just not that big of a fan of chicken. Like, it's fine, but I'm never going out of my way to get chicken. I have never in my life been like, God, I just need chicken.
Oh God, bro, I'm so dumb.
What'd you do?
I put steel balls in the back.
No, balls is a bad choice. Yeah, they're vulnerable.
Yeah, it was me being a dumb.
My guy's not doing anything crazy yet. I feel like I just haven't made any money. The peach shakes in the summer. Oh, I just recently started fucking with things like dessert.
Peach is good.
Sounds okay.
The peach shakes are pretty good, but I mean, it's just a peach shake. Like, not.
You guys say that like everyone's just eating peach shakes on the regular and know exactly what that is.
No, but you know what sugar is.
Love it.
You know what sugar is.
I'm getting quite large in my old age here.
Oh man.
Fiance's a fan of dessert, and you gotta. If she wants dessert, I have to want dessert.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm an asshole.
Hey, what's a good counter for marksman?
It depends. You can try to zerg them down or try to range them down. Depends on what's with them. You can try to just overwhelm them with little fellas, or you.
I need to unlock a. I need the fire one, I think.
What's this thing got?
What's the fire one called? I can't unlock a fire thing. Got it.
Why do I feel so goddamn poor? I'm gonna die before I even get any money. Fire Badger? You don't need Fire Badger. He ain't got that much fodder. You are doing the classic Alex of I've got no little units.
What are those?
Like fangs, and now there's a new one called Hound. Just things to eat bullets that die. They take a lot of shots. That's the thing about them. Like, especially snipers. Snipers shoot one target slowly. So, if you have a lot of little targets, they have to waste time shooting. Ghostly, thank you for 73 months.
I just did another dump.
Yeah, that frontline Wraith is going to get immediately popped.
God, I'm so bad.
Sorry, we're warming up, dude. It's been like, we didn't even play last month. We played Fortnite.
We did play Fortnite. That
Did.
was funny. We had a good time.
I did, yeah. My kid hasn't played any Fortnite with me. She's rude. She's been a diehard lately. Softball season though, so she's been getting fired up for that. She has the same coach as last year. Last year, the coach backed into my car, and then told me he would. Like, I've known him forever. Our kids, did we lose? Yeah, we lose.
Yeah, big time.
Our kids have been going to school together since preschool, so like that's frustrating because he, I don't want to fucking call the cops on you for backing into my car, you idiot. So like we
you say he didn't do it.
no, we made a deal. Like he'd come over and work on my boat, and I wouldn't worry about the damage he did to my car. He never showed up and worked on my boat, man. And now I got to deal with him as a coach again all season. And
but you also got to revisit the whole thing.
Right. I don't really want to revisit it. I kind of just want to kick him in the balls and be done with it, Yeah. Take the price of flesh.
Price of flesh. Hey man, I really enjoyed that we were able to talk.
I'm sorry, Ghostly.
We
Yeah.
were able to talk politics and basically societal structure there. That was a good one. We were able to fly
don't
right
remind
through.
him.
What's that?
Don't remind him.
We were just able to fly right through politics. We even kind of brushed on religion lightly, and then there was some real conversation, capitalism, and that was good, bro.
That was good. We even disagreed on some fundamental points and just moved on to other ones, which was fine.
That feels great.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really, really enjoy talking to you said something about echo chamber earlier. I love having conversations where the person that I'm talking to doesn't see eye to eye with me. And diversity of thought is perhaps the most productive
potentially
or foundation for a conversation that you can have. No, I mean it really is. It's not a potential, of course, but it just really is because not everybody sees the world the same. Everyone's experiences are different.
Whoa, they changed unlocks. Sorry.
You need to have a basket of
fish
viewpoints.
No, okay.
And fish. I had fish tonight. I had cod and shrimp.
Did you? When are you gonna let me take you fishing?
When my kids allow me to
take them with.
No, they're not that. Once he's old enough.
What? They're never too young.
What can I unlock right now? What should I unlock right now?
What are you against? Sledgehammers and hounds. I don't know nothing about hounds. I didn't even really read how they work.
I'm gonna unlock melting point.
No, don't do. Wait, are you a giant specialist?
No. Aerial specialist.
Well, if you wanted be a nuisance, you could unlock a wasp, and just win with it, because nothing he has shoots the air.
Oh really?
Yeah, but you then are kind of playing your card a little early too. It's always a.
Should I put him? Where should I put him behind?
All the way back. I put the wasp all the way back. It's very fast.
All right, so right here.
Yeah. When we going fishing, Bellord? I don't know. Will you take me fishing? Live fishing stream win? I should do it all the time, but here we are.
I'd love to fish, bro.
I'm going down to Alabama in a week for spring break. I literally just picked a cottage in the woods in Alabama for cheap, and that's our spring break, and they are gonna love it. Damn it! I just hate tourism.
In Alabama?
Yeah.
What part?
Some lake, central Alabama on a lake.
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Kids are never too young. I agree. I mean, there's the water safety issue, but just watch your children. Usually works pretty good. The life jackets have handles on them and shit now.
Did that just come down to me?
No, I beat my guy. Did you beat your guy?
Yeah.
We're winners. That's all, baby.
Oh yeah.
Improved tarantulas. I'm
gonna do this improved fortress.
That's an expensive one.
Yeah, I like that.
I think I'm just gonna do this underground
Hey,
threat.
what's the best buff on a wasp?
Best buff on a wasp.
Is it energy shield?
Shield's really good if you got, especially if they got against Mustangs. It's not great, no.
Or
I would
range?
now that he's got a front row of Mustangs there, I would step off. This is where you
Wasp.
baited him into building anti-air, and now you step back and go back to the ground with something that'll own those Mustangs, like arc lights or sledgehammers or anything that has some AoE.
Does Arclight have AoE?
It does, yeah.
Where would you put them?
That's okay. You want those crawlers to get in front of him and take the shots. Shit, I gotta build something.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, I ain't built nothing. It's fine. We'll be fine. That isn't. I'm gonna lose bad. I am gonna help you on your side. Yeah, a few new units. Some changes to the old units.
Wait, his tower just blew up?
Yeah, I flanked him with the underground threat.
Oh wow, that was huge.
Yeah.
I really decimated this gentleman.
Not really. He took out your one tower. And you're going to have to deal with like a huge wave from my side because he double bombed me.
Oh, you're to the left.
Oh, that wasp is going to get Mustang first, damn it.
Do I even have a chance here? I guess I have a chance.
Not quite.
Oh.
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 Oh, barely.
That's funny. That was a good one. Oh, I'm going for the Phoenix, bro. Or Vulcan. Which do you think is better, the Phoenix or the Vulcan?
For you, I would do the Vulcan because he's all pushed up to the front line, so it'd be pretty easy for you to get it in a position protected that it's focusing on him.
Put it right here?
Yeah, I would probably move it even a little further forward, and then I'd dump a couple trash units up front, like a couple fangs on either side of him and in front of him. So you just don't want him to get targeted first. You want to always be able to make those big guys, not because, like, I took a saber tooth here. So if you put that fang front and center, I can just put my saber tooth right there to start murdering it.
So what should I put in front of it?
I would do
crawlers?
I would do fangs or crawl. I would do.
I have crawlers already.
Fangs are free to unlock.
Oh, they are?
Yeah, I would do fangs or maybe even try the new hounds. They're short
No, I'll do
range.
fangs. Put 2 units of fangs in front of it.
Sledgehammers could be okay too if you wanted to do something a little more oomphy.
I'll do that. Oh, this thing's really dealing with trash well.
Yeah, the hard part with Vulcans is getting them levels. It's just tough. So, yeah, he's got the snipers now and the Phoenixes. I'd keep adding a little more trash to just, one, let those storm callers last longer and that Vulcan live longer.
He mowed me down this time.
I am going to lose too because I don't do well against the air. And by not well against the air, I mean I can't do anything to it.
I'm just gonna put up a big shield bubble on my Vulcan because his marksmen are the ones that are eating it.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you put out more fodder for the marksmen to waste their time with,
Yeah.
it's the same
Will do.
concept. And don't forget, you know, you can do 3 units, 3 cheap units at a time.
Oh, I can do a third.
Yeah, if you go to the left tower, you can buy an additional
Oh, okay.
unit deployment.
Wait, advanced offensive tactics. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's very expensive though, so you should give and take. Dum, 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 dum.
There we go. Just like that. It's money.
Money. What do those hounds have? Incendiary bomb. Launch an incendiary bomb. Oh. That makes them deal with some trash on their own. You might need to step it up to like sledgehammers or something now.
See.
Because they're going to put the ground on fire and that will,
Holy
yeah,
cow.
smoke them. Maybe even, I mean, you're
The
still not.
Vulcan's doing work.
They just level so goddamn slow. He still isn't going to get a level. They just don't get the killing blow a lot. I think they weaken really well and then stall out. I owned my guy.
Okay, you got a lot to deal with on my side. Did you hit the speed up button?
I will now. I'm sorry. I was dealing with an endless amount of respawning phoenixes. So you need hounds now.
Okay.
They have a upgrade that cleans fire. It's worth trying. I haven't actually played with it, but it sounds like it's cool.
Wait, immediately obtain 3 squads of rank 1 steel ball? Hell yeah.
No.
3 squads of rank 1 rhino.
Definitely not. The only way that works is if you turn them into suicide rhinos and hope that they can blow up in his face.
What about immediately obtain 2 squads of farseer?
Farseers are always very useful.
We'll do that.
They're good against range too, so. Oh, anti-missile cleans up the hounds or the fire too, huh? Okay.
You said I need what? Sledgehammer?
No, I don't know. Hounds might be worth a try with their upgrade because they have that the fire extinguisher one. But you need to move them a little forward.
Oh no.
It's all right. Yeah, that fire extinguisher for $200 could save you maybe. Oh no, you're Vulcan back-to-back Vulcaning.
That got weird. What just happened?
I got double bombed again.
Why are his guys gold?
The Farseers have photon emission that makes them tankier for the first X seconds. Oh, you
He
did.
doesn't have much left.
Yeah, you did fine. I got him.
Wait, that gold was a buff on his side?
Yeah, it's the Farseers have it. It's called photon emissions, and it
Oh, okay.
buffs around them, making everything take less damage for a certain amount of time. I'm not speeding up. I'm sorry. I'm filling my vape like a bad boy.
Yeah, that was a good round.
Yeah, range on Vulcan seemed to have helped you quite a bit. Barrier wouldn't be bad for you. You can put it right on your Vulcan, so he's got a barrier to start.
Great idea. Oh, and he's level 2 now.
I don't know how long I've had underground that threat up for. Probably forever.
Should I increase the attack by 100%, or should I do it in, the ignited units lose at 6 HP, 6% HP per second for 2 seconds? No, I gotta do 100%.
You don't. Yeah, you're not worried about the HP. His units aren't that tanky.
Hound? Where should I put my hounds? Right here? In the front?
I would put them just behind your crawlers, yeah, but they need that fire extinguisher ability or they're not doing much.
Oh, okay. I gotta get that next round.
Yeah. Oh, that incendiary bomb might have been better for you. But he's got a bubble now. My guy isn't trying to change his tactic at all, so he's just falling over. I'm on my way. Hey, T.
My Vulcans are actually pretty nice now.
The other one's level 2 now, too, as well.
How do you know?
You can click on them and see their experience in the top left.
Oh. I didn't realize that.
Someone's not clicking speed up.
That was me.
Ugh.
Oh, we really turned the tide on this battle, bro.
I did use a double there with the underground threat and electric. Absorption module.
Wait, is my Vulcan a giant?
He is a giant, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do absorption module though instead of the steel ball production line. Fire extinguisher on those hounds.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that'll clear the fire, it says. Like I said, I haven't used it, but I would upgrade that Farseer too. It's huge, yeah. Good.
Where's I think buy another Farseer. Let's go.
And you might consider the electro photon emission when you can afford it too.
What is that?
That's that buff he's giving his units.
Oh. We'll definitely do that.
And it's in a circle around them, so if, yeah, you now with the way you have them spaced right now in your units right now, you'd pretty much cover your whole board with it.
Oh.
Which is perfect. Oh, you got it already. I see.
Hey, there this goes.
Yeah. guy added a Vulk.
Man,
Oh,
everybody's strong now. Everybody's gold.
the Golden Boys.
These Vulcans are hilarious.
My guy was inspired by you and built a Vulcan. Very late.
I'm gonna lose.
Are you? Bad? Bad.
Yeah. I don't even know how that just happened.
Hey, Doge. I won, but I don't think quite good enough. It's gonna just depend on pathing, I think.
I think you got it. Yeah, you got it.
Not quite.
No, you got it.
No, I don't.
You do.
Those are some high-level Phoenixes.
You absolutely have it. Oh man, yeah, never mind. You're not doing enough damage to those.
Yeah,
flying
they're
things.
very high-level Phoenixes.
Not a big loss.
No, we can afford that.
Should I do the Fire Badger? Oh no, I gotta do Melting Point, bro.
Yeah, if you do the level 3 melting point and give him the split beam, it could probably do okay for you.
That's what we're gonna do. Can you help me with placement on this Melting Point though? Should I put it in the back?
I would probably put it, like, honestly, with the way you're set up right now, it's almost got to go next to your Vulcan.
I'll get as close as I can.
Like the back Vulcan.
Okay. Can only go right here. Oh, I can get closer to right here. And what's the energy diffraction? No, what is it called? What is the buff on the melting point?
I don't remember what it's called. Energy diffraction, yeah.
But allows me to fire 5 rays. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh no. We're not buying enough things. I just left a lot of money on the board.
Fuck. Oh, he moved him good. Yeah, bad round for a lot of money on the board. He didn't double missile me? Did he double missile you? You just forget to use it?
I don't know. Ah, I got wrecked, bro.
Bad?
We're gonna lose. He's
Uh,
got 2 melting points.
so do I. We both just have range on them, so we'll see.
Oh, you got him. Let's go. That's the game.
It's the game.
Let's freaking go.
Dopamine.
Dopamine, bro. All right, that was the last one that I had in me.
Ugh. We talked too long. Didn't
It
game
was
enough.
great.
It was good.
I love talking.
Yeah.
I love getting to hang with you like that, bro. That's good. Every game we just don't get to talk.
You're welcome anytime. I know you only have a limit. I know how it goes.
Ah.
I know life. Trust me.
Life's nuts. Insanity right now, man.
I hear ya.
All right, dude. Thank you for hanging. Guys,
Yeah.
go use that discount code HAMMER, 40% off at madrinas.com. Support your boy. Load up with some delicious cold brew lattes, refreshers, Whole Bean Coffee. We have so many teas now for you guys to check out.
Oh,
So
dude, my
much.
daughter's still boba obsessed. She
Good.
needs more boba balls. I gotta
That's
get
the
her
one thing
some
about
boba balls.
this generation of kids that's different than our generation. And
Fuck that! I
and
drank Orbits. It was the same thing. It was just pop with jelly balls in the bottom, bro.
Guys, go use that discount code Hammer. It's 40% off tonight only. Load up. Delicious coffee. And we have so much for you guys to check out. A lot of fun collabs. Collabs with like Halo and Mega Man, Street Fighter, Dark and Darker, Terraria. A lot of fun collabs. Sea of Thieves on the web store. Go check it out. All right, dude.
Later,
Thank
bro.
you for hanging.
Have a good night.
One love. Bye.
Anyone want a game with a dick for a minute? I'm down to mess around for a second longer. Thanks, Alex. Have a good night. Thanks, Kelly. Little hounds. Imagine when I play with a dick. I was selling a car earlier, and just giving a little backstory on the car. I said it was a father-son project. I said this to some of you, have already heard it, but it's funny enough to say twice. And dude, like, straight up messaged me with like, "Hey, I don't got a lot of money, but I'll be your daddy." So somebody wanted to play with dick. Just saying. Well, yeah, well, I don't want to talk to any of you. I'm just going to invite somebody on my friends list. And honestly, I sold the car, and I'm still wondering if the potentially priceless daddy was a better deal. You know, $5,000, but could have had a daddy for life. Mahjong. See, that was the thing. He couldn't afford the car outright, so like he wasn't going to be a sugar daddy, just a regular daddy. Yeah, I'm looking for a +1, but daddies are forever. Uh-oh, now there's 2 people. Now there's 3 people. I have to take T-Guth first on my boat dream. Take him. T-Guth and I lived on a boat together. What is this one? T-Guth's not even real. Somebody sent me some Senkos in the mail. Thank you for that. No, you haven't, kid you? Okay. I guess I hadn't really either. I've got like little to no points. It never says on these random gifts people give me who did it. But thank you for some Senkos. It's almost Senko season. I did get out and do a little fishing the other night. It was snowing in our faces on the boat, which was funny. People were honking at us and shit. Because we look like psychos out there. I haven't followed this whole people stuck in space thing, but like, why did they send someone's grandma to space? Like, that lady looks old. Like, real old. Yeah, they're back now. But like, I'm just confused why, like, when I was like, the astronauts are home and I looked at the picture, I was just surprised to see that, like, great grandma. Titties. Is that Grandma? Oh, my opponent is just breasts. That's strong. I'm getting old, Lackert. I'm getting old. There's grandmas that are within my age gap potential. Like my mother-in-law. Intensive training. I love intensive training. Let's look how serious that guy is. Oh, big boys. What am I against? Sledgehammers and crawlers. What is this one? Who put that there? Templar, thank you for the 76 months. What's this guy yelling big boy at me? I don't want to be his big boy. Get him, T-Guth. Brutalize them. Attack their body odor. I didn't want the daddy for life deal. You're not wrong. T-Guth. Looks like you stink. Can we get a speed up in this bitch? Big boy. That's what they call me. Carrying. Huh. I don't really want any of that. You good over there, big boy? I'm upset that I'm saying it. I should have unlocked something. Whoops. Woof. Woof. What are you? Oh, a giant boy. Subsidizing some balls. What is this? Oh, assault mode. Snipers. Dude's dropping bombs on you. Wait, are those your bombs? Whose bombs are they anyway? My favorite show. I'm not looking for friends on the internet. Sorry, chat. They don't want to talk to you. Your rank is low. You're a peasant and irrelevant. They only want to talk to Big Daddy. That's me. And there it is. Now we can't have fun anymore. Instantly ruined. Do, 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 do. Hounds are fast, right? Yeah, very. Go forth, hounds, and die. I need some better fodder cleanup. This one's all UT. Wait, that was my scorpion? I was trying to defend both boards? How did it end up over there? I'm confused. Listen, T. Don't stress the small things, okay? Or just don't look at my board. Also an option. report. Oh, they're gonna double ion blast me? It's all you, T. Be the hero we need. It's because you went balls, bro. Worthless balls. Those are some proudly aligned ion blasts. I didn't kill a goddamn thing. Why are your units doing a dumb? They're doing such a dumb. It's alright, you got some experience. Alright, how much buck do I have? I need a lot of buck to fuck here. Oh, I still have some wasps I can't really kill. That's fine. We don't stress those little things. Do 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 do. Oh, we got wasps in our butt. That's definitely not where you want them. You just got wasps to deal with, T. Can you do that? It's a lot of them, though. I'm tanking for you. Thanks, T. They have jump drives, so I'm sure they're just going to be gone. It's 500 to shield the boys. Do, 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 do. A Raiden. I still got a real flying dilemma over here. But we're working on it. I kill everything else. So, teamwork. Get him, T. Man, I'm not even gonna have any time to build my war factory. How sad. Cost 400? Shit. Yeah, I can't sell for free though. I have to spend $100 to sell. And I don't know what I'd sell to even get there. It'd have to be an expensive scorpion. Oh wait. No, that doesn't get me there. Oh, I could have sold 300 bar. No, I borrowed, right? Yeah. This is fine. Still didn't solve my flying issue, but that's what T-Gut's for. Yeah. Uh-oh. Now they know our plan. Oh, the double ion blast is coming back too. Yeah, dumb Phoenix production for both of us. This won't end poorly. No, they weren't. Shield, they did it in a bad angle that time in comparison. I won my side, T. Aw, wasn't in the right chat. Big win. Welcome back, Tiga. We still got it. Nice one. One fist. My factory didn't survive and it didn't get like any upgrades. It's like impossible to use in a 2v2. Yeah, your opponent was just distracted by how big I was. Couldn't even handle it. I don't even want to do this, but I don't want the others either, so... When do I get to drop bombs? You start with Sabertooths and Fangs? Crazy. Oh, does that a thing now with the specialists? Did I just see a guy in chat defending himself as a landlord? Love it. Powerful energy. Just to go into a video game all chat and be like, fuck yeah, I'm a landlord. And I'm the one suffering. Dun, dun, dun. It's an angle. I usually just mute it, but I think it unmuted with the update. Get your level. Hell yeah, you got it. You're welcome, Seaguth. Carried again. Giving you all that free experience. You heard me. Oh, I don't have enough to promote him. That's a sad day. He did the double bubble. Take that to your economy, sir. Did he rapid resupply to double bubble? Even better. Still killed a few. Go extendo sledge. Ouch, to get negative your econ and still lose. Oh, I gotta carry old T-Guth again. Of course the sledge didn't get the kill. Do, 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 do. Feel okay about it. He'll have definitely gone birds, as predicted. More fangs too, huh? Anti-missile Sabertooth. They're like identical, aren't they? I don't know, he's got crawlers, he's got fangs. Otherwise, very samey. Alright, I lose to birds. Gonna need a little backup here, T. It's your turn. Wait a minute. Yeah, gonna need backup. My units are dumb. Uh-oh. You failed me, T. Listen, I might need that. Probably not right this second, but... Oh no, you did it too? Stop doing this to me. No, they did it as well. Uh-oh. Some hacker mayhem. We're fine. Down, 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 down. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, friend. Bad boys cometh. Uh-oh, I think we're dead. Didn't communicate the quadruple hacker. Oh, we're fine. We're just getting started. Have faith in the power of range. Down, 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 down. He also has range. I hacked your hacker. Your hacker hacked my hacker. Wait, no, it didn't. It almost did. I hacked it. Holy shit. Oh, I should have done range actually. Shit. Worms. I look forward to hacking them. Both worms acquired. He's about to hack my hacker, though. He's about to hack back his worm. Oh, T, you lost? Carried as usual. Killed you with your own worm, you fool! You buffoon! I've never seen that many hackers on the board. Why are you still a 1? Why don't you get any combat power? Two V2s don't count. Oh. That's weird. I swear I got some with Alex. Fucking, I love leveling. I'm a weirdo. I'm alone in this world of leveling. Do. My tower, no. I got a little beat up early, T. It's okay. are going for it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh hell yeah, my arc lights demand experience. Oh, and the one's already leveled. One singular Stormcaller. No, 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 no. Dum, 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 dum. Oh no, big boy. Down, 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 down. Double Vulcan. Big win. I do need something over here to disrupt this eventually, but That's future Dick's problem. Man, that Billy built Vulcans into your melting points. That hurts. Poor him. His melting point lost to some arc lights. $123 meters. So we'll need a range up to outrange the melting point, but can even with its upgrade. Saddest timeline, that melting point losing to arc lights. I see we've won again, T. Way to go. Hmm. What is their range? 95. Yeah, not thrilled with them. Oh shit, I'm slow. Something. Definitely can lose, but we won't talk about it. Can't lose if you don't talk about it. It's like peekaboo. His lack of investment into that melting point is very interesting to me. Maybe he's just waiting to surprise me with it. Sure, dude, I'll just keep throwing random flyers out there for fun. Probably should have bought or borrowed here and just tried to get the W, but I like playing the game. Dude's got hackers over there. Watch out, exploding rhinos. A worm, but I mean, for fun. I definitely shouldn't do this, but they feel like they've earned full upgrades. Taking that $50 to the next game. His range is 198. Pretty serious. Are your arc lights turning? Are your melting points turned against you? No. Wait, one of them is? Just in time to carry. Oh no. Unnecessary. Oh, I had... Oh, I forgot I... Alright. Forgot I already had an extra slot that I wasn't utilizing. My bad. Randomly. A Buble. That level 7 arc light outranges his snipers. Seagoth? So this looks dangerous. I have this problem with aerial units. Oh no, they don't have anti-air. Oops. Hurry, I need this win. My child is sick again, it sounds like. Ugh. Okay, we did it. Thank you for being here, Chad. I gotta run. The kid is up crying. I gotta go help. Appreciate you. Buy some coffee. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good night.